Super. Future. I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay on good Jamaican.
Today on 2K TV postseason, we break down some head-to-head matchups in our
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans have been looking pretty confident. This is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing the shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. This is the last stop for the Pelicans before returning to New Orleans. Sitting at third in the West, there's no question this is a top-notch team.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Smith, he's in at point guard. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Tyreke Evans. And it's Cunningham in at the three, the small forward. Shot clock at 3. Shoots. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Smith's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Pelicans. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. What we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here is Smith. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Feeds to Ajinça, passes it to Davis. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And another miss by Memphis. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smith against Adams. From deep three-point range. And it's Smith missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now, here's Randolph. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Smith. Pass to Davis. Smith with a screen on Gasol. And that one is good from Ajinça. Ajinça's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Pelicans leading by 3. Smith outside. He feeds it to Cunningham. On the wing, Evans. New Orleans moving it around. Smith dishes to Evans. 18 feet out. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Evans. Smith's got his second basket of the night. Well, for Memphis, their last game, a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
They get it back. Davis, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And it's Green missing. Pelicans leading by 5. And it's Smith penetrating. The rebound by Jeff Green.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Gasol a screen. Trying his luck deep. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the results wouldn't have looked anything like it did had it not been for their ability from beyond.
Exactly. They were spraying home threes at a huge rate.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Smith against Conley. To the inside. Here's Randolph. Great D that time from Davis.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now here's Gasol. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Pass to Randolph. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 6 points for Zach Randolph. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. For 3, Smith. The rebound by Jeff Green.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Conley against Smith. Out left to the wing. Gasol, a screen on Evans. There's the dish to Conley. Right side, Green. That one off the back iron and out.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face up, I like to do the one dribble pull up. You like to do one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time. Group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Randolph comes in for Splitter. Jeff Green is checked in for Jermichael Green, and it's Adams in for Mike Conley. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Adams is out there with Shane Larkin, and it's Gasol in at the 5. Rome in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pelicans leading by 16. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards got down to business. He had 52 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Shoots the 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Larkin kicks to Gasol. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Adams outside. Here's Randolph. Lays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got 8 points.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Smith on the wing. 13 points in the game. Adams against Evans. Back to Smith from downtown. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 16 points for Smith.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Larkin, covered by Smith. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter. Smith outside. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. So as we conclude